Hi guys, we're going to move on in our math book to lesson 7.4. The title is Show Amount in Two Ways. And the question we want to be able to answer is, how do you choose coins to show a money amount in different ways? And so what that means is we don't always use the same coins to make a certain amount of money. Like, it always doesn't have to be 2 quarters to make 50 cents. You can count lots of different ways to make 50 cents. So that's kind of what we're doing today, showing different ways to make amounts of money. So I'm going to go to the next page, and we're going to start working on page 486. And up in the model and draw portion, our purple portion, it says, here are 2 ways to show 30 cents. So it says, look at Matthew's way. If you trade 2 dimes and 1 nickel for 1 quarter, the coins will show Alicia's way. So they each made 30 cents, but in 2 different ways. It says, count the cents, start with dimes, count the cents over here, and start with quarters. Because we know whenever we count money, the best strategy is to always start with the coin that is worth the most. So for Matthew, his side starts with dimes because that's the coin that's worth the most. But for Alicia, we're going to start with her quarter because a quarter is worth the most. So you can count this with me: 10, 20, and then a nickel, 25, and another nickel would give you 30 cents. And then over here for Alicia, we start with the quarter, and a quarter is worth 25 cents. And then we have a nickel, so I go 25, 30. They both show the same amount, but in different ways. So that's what you're going to be doing today. You're going to use coins, and you're going to show the amount in 2 different ways. Draw and label the coins. So 61 cents, I could think, okay, what coin is worth the most that I could be using that I have been practicing with? And you should be able to answer a quarter. And you're going to keep counting those quarters until you can't anymore. So you would go 25, and then another quarter would be 50. But I can't do 3 quarters because that would be too much. That would be 75 cents. So I'd go 25, another quarter, 50, and then I could go to a dime, 60, and a penny, 61. So right here, you would draw 2 quarters and put 25s in them. Then you would draw a dime and put a 10, and put a penny and put a 1, and you go 25, 50, 60, 61. And then over here, you would think of another way that you could make 61 cents. I do not want you doing 61 pennies. We can all count by ones, and we don't really need to be doing that with money. So maybe over here, if you wanted to, you could do 6 dimes for 6 tens and 1 penny, or 1 1. And then you would count that up to 61 cents. So both times you're making the same amount of money, but you're doing it 2 different ways. And I do want to challenge you to try each time to use the largest coin that you can count. Like, try to start with those quarters if you can. If the quarter's too big, then you can't start with it. But like for 36 cents, you can start with a quarter because 36 is higher than 25. Now you couldn't do 2 quarters because 2 quarters would be 50 cents. That would be too much, but you could start with a quarter here. So you're doing 2 ways to show 61 cents and 2 ways to show 36 cents. And then you're going to go to page 489, and you're doing the same thing, showing 2 ways to make 39 cents and 2 ways to make 70 cents. Then you're answering the word problem, and another one down here, and you're showing 57 cents in 2 different ways. And really challenge yourself to describe what you were doing there in a sentence. We do that all the time. And then on the back, you're going to find how much this group of coins is worth. And then you're finding another set of coins that is worth that same amount. And then you're doing your review section down here. Remember, you're always free to ask me any questions that you want. And please make sure you're having your parents check over your math book. It's important. These math pages are important to help you learn how to count money and to remember the skills that we've been working on. Okay, have a good day and work hard. Bye.